expect. So we'll see whether he can actually do anything with the AWP here. It's going to be the first round of the second map, and you'd assume the final map if current trends continue. But here we go then. G2 with 5 sets of armor, and looking like there's got a straight up rush inside. We said this is always very beneficial. It's almost guaranteed to get a bomb plant down, and the retake can be very difficult for the CTs.
Yeah, absolutely. Shock's already inside of the site. Gonna get forward as well, try and fend off the CTs. We know how easy it is to plant there, but look at that shot again from Shocks. A headshot looking for more damage, does find a little bit onto that of Snacks, but he's taken down the end. It's going to be Smiths to fight for. They're getting very aggressive. They really want to defend away from this bomb, and no one even gets close from Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, I'll analyze it for you, Matt. Inside rush. Killed everyone.
Nice.
Round over.
Good. That's why you're here.
So that's all you can really say about that one. To be all serious, know that a lot of teams will rush inside. It looks like it's a bit of a YOLO strat, but actually is quite effective. Like I said, you're almost guaranteed to plant regardless of the outcome of what CTs are there, and you have a good chance to win the round as well. It's very difficult to hold off against the Glock train, on train, and most teams will go very aggressive like we saw, pushing right down to the end and catching on the rotations, which can be very problematic for the CTs. Round number 2, no force buy from VP. Want to make sure they have money going to that first go round and have AWPs. Gotta have the upgraded pistols, but only Taz and Pasha on the armor haven't really been keeping the money consistent. Let's see what they can do with this one. 3 MAC 10s, 2 AK-47s. That's from Smiths and Scream. Just trying to dissect the map right now. Getting either control. 2 players holding the flanks in the form of Pop Dog and main entrance. There we go then, smokes off to the left.
Body into the site. RPK finding Neo on top of the green train. We're going to wrap around the train as well, and then go back toward Bialy. And remember, it's your world. Avoid your problems. As RPK does exactly that onto Pasha. 2-0 now for G2. Pretty straightforward.
Yes. And this round should be more of the same. It's going to be VP who are not really investing anything here. And G2 continuing the advantage from Cash. Train though, a map that VP are famed for, and I say they defined some of the strategies on this map in terms of the hybrid mentality they have on it. They have the set pieces, they have the fast, aggressive play, they can work the defaults. They're very unpredictable. Pasha is one of the maps you can really come to life on as well, especially on the T side. Very aggressive with the AK, like a bull in a china shopper sometimes. It's going to be Scream out, looking for one tap.
Of course. And okay, all right. Calm down, everyone calm down. I'm getting a little bit excited. I'm a little bit excited, and it's an S club because Scream and Smiths have shown you how, Henry.
That's so bad. Matt's referencing S Club 7 of you.
S Club.
And I was surprised. That's like some horrible British pop band from the early 2000s.
You mean like One Direction?
Were you saying that to me like I care about them?
Yeah, they're your favorite band, remember?
Anyway, it's going to be 4-0. That's 4-0. Round number 4 is 3-0. Getting distracted, of course, I said again.
Hey, speaking of S Club, I can be part of it. I'm Sadokiss. Yeah. You can be Henry S. His body's going to take back Pasha despite finding one on the entry. It's 4 HP for him. But again, once you find that single kill, oftentimes, if it's based on the traditional defense, it's so easy to get a bomb plant on this inner site.
Well, they have got a MAC 10 here on Shocks, and Scream is with a low HP, so surely we're trying to swap the weapons a little bit. RPK, that's a weird angle for him to hold, hoping to get the one shot. But here we go then, Shocks. Oh, can hit the footsteps. Surely going to clear up here. Easy, easy, easy.
Done. Done. Oh, Snacks, never mind, not done. Turns around and nails him. Huge problem because that's half the round gone. It's all the HP gone. Scream has to do this alone. Molotov out on top of it. Oh, but he's already holding it. Is he getting time? No. But Snacks, has he done it?
They have more kits.
They've done it. The kits. He couldn't hold it. And I was wondering why he got off it. It's because he didn't have a kit. He was 2 seconds into the defuse, which would be enough against the Molotov normally. But that isn't say. I mean, that Molotov is extremely powerful. Some could. I've heard arguments of people not enjoying it for that reason, but I mean, if you throw it at the right time,
I think it's a really interesting part of the game. I feel like you have to keep in mind when you have retakes coming in, you have to keep a smoke. That's the way you counter it. You just have to be a little bit clever about it, right? It's obviously one of those risks things, and it's the terrorists have to keep a Molotov alive as well. That's something that can be used very early on. They have to have money for it. They'll be rushing outside now as well, just controlling the CT economy. There's a bit of shotgun, but they did save an AWP on towards Snaps, but he's been very slow today. But that's not going to be slowing him down here as he gets the kill on towards Scream. First kill for them. RPK though missing the initial headshot, but they got the body. Just now going to bring it into a 3-on-3. Another big round here for the CTs, but what a play from Body there. Turning around 180, tears off the head of Taz, and it's just back and forth there. No one can really get a lead, but there it is finally. Oh my God, though.
Dude.
Shoxy, just unbelievable.
He knows where Bialy was last spotted as well. He knows he's out toward that backtrack position.
How can you beat this guy?
What is this? He's literally just going to hold the angle?
Okay, well,
Like, how does he read that? How does he... The bomb's down on the left, and yet he just anticipates the fact that Bialy's going there. Bomb's going to get planted because of this as well. As soon as he knows Bialy's there, he has time to run toward it. He's already done the first bit of damage, shoulder peak. Yeah, that's it. That's game. That is insane.
Like, as soon as he spotted them, like, you're just get wrecked, Bialy. That's just like, he spotted you, he throws a decoy as well.
I would be scared to play Shox right now. He's going to be in your head every single round right now.
And now it's the Force Spice and VP. Open the floodgates, boys. This could be another big one. It's going to be scouts, UMPs, no kits, little grenades, and it's just getting desperate on one small map. What can you say? This is I'd say they just need to take an eco heavy. This is going to be a real bloody affair.
Real bloody war right here on this server. The server actually that we're looking at, because remember the server is played inside of the server that's on the map. Snacks is on top of the green train.
Yeah.
Taz is going to play off Bialy and go more of a... It's interesting, it's kind of a grouping inside of the A site, you could call it. 3 members close together, all covering different angles, but all in a position where they'll be able to help each other out, rather than a direct play onto Ivy and ladder and Pop Dog slash ladder itself. So Taz is going to be watching in behind the E-box, wait for the call on top of the train from Snacks, who therefore also has Bialy behind him to play off of the Ivy, and it's a one-and-done trade. Doesn't quite have the angle presented to him yet, Snacks, but he'll hold it. And that's going to, oh, perfect. Bomb stays on top of the train as well.
Well, it's going to be a round guaranteed now for VP. Always seems like these desperation buys and they're clutching at straws. That's when they manage to make things happen. Going to be reinvesting into this round, and although they kept 4 players alive, they just didn't have any grenades last, so it's still, they lose this round, it's going to be a massive reset potential here. You can see that right now, Neo doesn't even want to buy a kit. He is thinking, well, I need to actually make sure that I have some cash going for the next round. Every little helps at this point. And here we go, round number 7. This is a big one for VP. This could cost them 2. We'll see what they decide to do here. No aggression just yet, very default play. Faster approach from VP, 2 players. Straight down towards the Pop Dog area. They're going to be coming in, screen drop. There it is, a plethora of kills for VP. And they get the first 3.
Shox hits Snacks back, though. It's Ian Smith's left alive this time. Not Scream to work with him, but he'll take anyone, because he can take on 4 himself if he has to. The way he's been playing, I say that, I jinx it. Bialy gets Smith's still alive, though. Does find Pasha. Down there. Got 2 eyes on it. Good shot toward Ivy. Did hit Taz. He couldn't find the headshot, but he got him down to 40. Doesn't matter, though. And Nyack we saw in the coaching position. I imagine Cuban also in the server for Virtus.Pro.
Yes, definitely.
Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro. Sorry, it's one of my favorite chants in esports.
Have we got any tournaments of VP coming up?
Yeah, we have one that we leave for tomorrow.
Of course. That's going to be Starlight, though.
Yeah.
Well, presumably that's what my point is there. They'll probably be in the house right now. Boot camp.
Yes.
Those are all big tournaments. That's what I'm trying to work out. Yeah, you're right. So they'll be at Starlight, so there probably will be full boot camp over now.
What is their ping is the question. We'll have to take a peek here after the round, but Bialy hits 1 shot onto Body. Goes down to 45. Smoke goes out at the end of Ivy again to redress that situation. It's going to be Bialy falling slightly away. Because inside of that smoke, but oh, he does actually face and wins it. I was going to say can't really afford to face that alone. That works. And a huge commitment toward that M4 that needs to be promising of the fact that Neo's close by. Taz gets a shot on his Smith. Shox finds 1 more though, again with that Deagle, and it's still just 2 members remaining versus 3. It's possible, it's doable, but not likely with Shox being lost in the fold.
Now it's just going to be Scream. And has been very impressive with the Desert Eagle, unable to make anything happen this time.
Can we just hit tab for a second, because I want to see the pings. Nah, they're a little 15, 18, 18. They're probably not. I'm going to say they're not.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay. Sorry, make your point.
Doesn't really matter. It was just a Deagle round. So we go into, that's going to be 3 in a row though. That's quite an interesting score round for VP. Actually going to get some decent money here together. 1,007k, snapped to the AWP, but it's going to be double orbs for G2 now, which is interesting on the T side. And we'll see whether this works out for them. It's going to be 2 players going for Those initial nades here for VP. Looking for some heavy damage to start the round. I don't think they're going to land though. And it's looking like GT now going to be boosting up behind the server. And see whether Shocks in the air VP can make anything happen here. And he's going to be edging slowly towards the back tracks. I'm sure he'll be challenged momentarily as Bialy plays his position, which it is now. Flashbang comes in. It looks like he's going to actually get his first kill. Takes down Shocks. Lovely stuff by him. At this point, they can decide just to fall back. But oh my god, how's he got to roll this one?
I don't know, but somehow gets more than he bargained for, but does go down immediately after. Leaves us now. Virtus.Pro clawing back into this, by the way. 3 straight rounds.
Yeah.
In a situation where they're man down and have to find an entry on this B site, and this is not a good thing to have to do with Pasha. Now, keep in mind, it's Pasha that's been over here more than Taz. So this is something to note, because Taz has been playing out of the inner site. We often talk about, nice shot by Smiths, how Taz is so good on this inner site, and Pasha is so good at working toward Ivy. They've obviously changed things up. What is that shot? Fakes out the plant, faces, takes down Neo, and now he's got time to plant this completely. Snacks is holding the angle, waiting for Bialy to go for the flank, but the smoke's going to buy space for Smiths. And he's not going to. Who does, unfortunately, go immediately into Snacks when he does choose to do so.
Yeah, that second shot was nutty from Smith there. Pretty crazy, but not going to amount to a round victory here. 4 in a row for VP. And finally, starting to dig their heels in this series. For G2, make things a little bit interesting. Have a look at the scoreboard. It's going to be Bialy and Snacks in the charge, and the last 2 players remaining. Neo really comes up just yet, but we'll see how G2 can buy this one. I think they can, 4 in a row, and then the bomb down as well. And a couple of kills, so they probably can get AKs up, no AWPs. With Smiths back onto the AK-47 himself. And he's actually going Tech 9. Okay, so he wants to keep his money a little bit stronger going forward. That's an interesting idea. So they're trying to go all in on this round. He wants to make sure he has enough for the team overall. But here we go, round number 10.
Puts a lot of pressure on his teammates to do things well. I mean, the Tech 9's still viable, and it is the T side. It's not like he's holding an angle. He's charging in with them, so it's understandable. Pasha, nade was in hand, still is in hand, but that Pokeball is not going to catch them all because they've already gone by. And it does mean that Pasha's now going to play M4 from the floor. Neo's going to jump up, spot them. Great shot control as well. Inside of the flash, can't find a second, but Scream goes to 4. And it should be easy pickup for Pasha in this position. It's 1 and done, though, because Shocks comes in from the lower ramp. Well, I'm down, though. It's a round for VP.
Yeah, absolutely. And,
all right. Oh.
There's a chance.
If he hadn't have had to switch away from the gun so quickly,
but it is Shocks.
Might have picked up 2.
He's got an AK, he's got the bomb, and he has time. Those are the recipes for disaster for VP. Kill, but it Snacks holds on with the P250, takes him down, and there it is, 5 in a row. Something to talk about. That's more rounds than they got in the entire first map.
That's 100% true. By 1 round, you are correct.
So, see Smith's there with the money, like we said, keeping it a little bit stronger for the AWP. Could afford to invest in something this round. Yeah, there it is. Tech 9, body armor. Actually, that's head armor. There we go. Getting to round number 11.
I mean, the good news is for Smiths, he had a warm-up round on that Tech 9. So now, I'm expecting to push through. Better things from Scream as he picks up 1 good counter flash. Better still as he takes down Bialy, who only manages to get RPK. This gives them an advantage. He's got an AWP picked up now for Smith, and Shocks, as you mentioned, is coming in late. He's pulled it off. He's gotten down Taz, and this is looking better to be converted to a round, but look at Neo's position. So good. Low HP. Bomb drop. They know it's here. Rotate over. Pasha's still in close proximity. And a follow-up from Neo as well.
Yeah, Neo's the old master. Reads that very well indeed and keeps the dream alive. And 6 in a row for VP after losing those first 2 frags. It's looking promising now. They take the lead for the first time in this series, that's for sure. And we go into round number 12. It's going to be AKs and an AWP on Smiths, of course. We'll see whether this double AWP setup does work out as Neo can step up with the sniper responsibility this time, joining Snacks. And Neo, he loves to go in this close range, around position with the AWP. I mean, nading to kick things off. This could be his downfall, though. He needs to be careful. Just nade in, changes up to the scope.
Body. Gonna try and work in from Ivy. Bialy is the one that's watching it in behind the smoke, so they've definitely changed up positions on this map by a considerable note. given that Pasha is on that inside site. So obviously VP has been trying to change things and get back to their former ways, and they've obviously identified some issues that they think could be fixed by shuffling things around. It's Taz that's going to be up by E-Box again this time. This is normally Snax' position as well, so things have entirely changed. As he holds off, covers down one, but gets traded out. It's Shocks and Smiths again. Shocks, the latter of which is going to burn alive. Closeout, Bialy with 2. They've gone 7 rounds in a row now against G2.
Yeah, looking very promising here. But the thing is, G2 have always been known to have this very, very strong CT side. The Terrorist has never actually been that great. We'll see what they can do here as we go into the next half. But still, 7 in a row for VP. And I'll have a look at the scoreboard here. It's actually Body and Scream that are hanging behind RPK quite as well. No one's really going crazy for G2. On cash. Toward Hell, so they can't push through. And Bialy just a quick peek toward Ivy. Trying to cover all his ground as he can. Doesn't have Nia, or rather, excuse me, Snax playing in quite a close angle. Double op though. Let's see if this pays off. As they don't have one directly pressing onto the Ivy position. It's Snax that's just brought it back. He's got vision now, and it's a good time to do so because the smokes are gone. But the timing, oh, the timing. Just as they peak, he's not there. But as he goes back, he'll easily find Body in the open. Oh, it's going to be retired straight away by Shocks. He takes down Taz. So still a 4-on-4 here. And Smith's making his way towards the end of Ivy. And then it's going to be Bialy, of course. As he plays in position, but once again, gets the drop. And now he's going to do the double as well. Finds a kill on towards RPK. So still strongly favouring towards the poles. As it is a 4-on-2 now. Scream does have this nice vision of the bomb site, but just trying to find anything here. But you can see that we have got Snax in towards the tower. Surely. Shots in, but there it is, headshot. And Snax does kill himself, of course, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter at this stage of the game. Got plenty of cash. Only 2 rounds to go. And 8 rounds in a row for VP. Are they back?
That's a bold statement, Henry. To say that they're back that quickly. I mean, it's just 8 rounds in a mere map.
8 in a row.
Well, that's true. I'd say they're back in this series. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. Smoke's going to go out between the quad positions. Shocks covering off to make sure that there's no one peeking from Hitch. That's where Snax wanted the AWP toward the A main position, but now it's going to be an approach onto B. Unfortunately, Smith has to go through fire. That leaves him not only very alone, but very dead, because Pasha greets him on the other side. You see the devil, Pasha, greeting them on the inside of the flames. Is that too hyperbolic for you? All right, don't worry about it. Snack's going to take down Shocks. And the Tech 9's not really amounting to much. They start to get kills, though, just to bring this economy square, but it's 14 rounds, really, no matter what they do. He's going to buy in the next. This is reasonable, though. Scream picks up 1, Body with 2, and Scream now has an AWP to work with. Bombs on top of the site. They'll get a plant out of this, but watch Pop Dog. All the timing. Bomb goes down. Pasha shows up at the exact right moment.
2-on-1 situation. We have got Scream with the AWP. And he's going to be spotted as well. Has got time to play with the sword, but going to be trying to get out with the bomb. The mine game again. Not going to be the best one to play, considering he had the opportunity to get towards connector. Now he's gone down to 4 HP. At this point, he'd be hoping to get the bomb down. And look like he probably will do that. The CT's still in the mid is 2 1-on-1 situations. Open plant. Let's see whether the AWP can actually do anything with this.
Now, have they heard him going there, though? No, Bialy, yeah, I think he did. Because he knows it's planted in the open. He's heard some footsteps, and now they anticipate if he hits the first shot. He actually does tag Pasha down to 34. But it's diffused, it's done, and it is now 9-5 as we head to round 15, the last of the first half. In case you're wondering how Counter-Strike works, in case you're new, it goes to 15 rounds, and then they swap over to it again. First to 16 wins, Henry.
I've explained that to so many people in my life before.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Like I kind of
take it for granted.
I always say it's like a defensive side and a defensive side, and called counter-terrorist and terrorist. I think I've done that hundreds, if not thousands of times. Anyway, 9-5.
Stop hanging out with old people.
It's not even old people, it's just normal people.
I know, I'm kidding.
And
flash through on Ivy, by the way. That's pretty aggressive considering there is guns back up this time for G2, so they just walk into Smith's op.
A lot of burning damage there from Neo. He's taking down 31, 5-on-4 now. And it's going to be Pasha pushing aggressively towards the lower ramp, and Shocks, he does get dropped. And now it's going to be a situation where G2 do have an opportunity to win the round. They're spreading up. Looking at what the next move is.
RPK. Nade up toward the windows is going to try and head to that exact position, so that needs a little bit early, won't do any damage. 4 versus 4, chance for G2 to finally get another round on the board. Remember, they started 5-0 in this half. As Body and Smiths are going to try and rotate over to join their team. This is going to be an inner hit. Try and make something out of this, as Smiths is the one to top the scoreboard at the present moment.
Thing is, they have got plenty of utility here. Smoke grenades, a couple of flashbangs, Molotovs. It'll be a simple shot. They're not using any of the utility they have, but finally there is a reply frag. Smiths does get the kill on towards Neo, and that's a good round 3. Next frag will be very important. Pasha could have denied the bomb here, but he does. Smiths and RPK finding frags, and it's going to be a 2-on-1. Taz on the retake on the last round here.
RPK, though, holds on to it. It's going to be 9-6, G2. I mean, you look at that graph of rounds in the middle of the scoreboard, it's pretty telling, isn't it? They failed to get even bombs down in a lot of those rounds. There's only 2 defuses for VP.
VP just came to life. After going 5-0 down, it was our force buy with Max 7s and like no kits, no utility. And they somehow win the rounds, and that's what opened the floodgates for them. It's going to be 9-6 after losing the pistol in the first couple of gun rounds. And the problem is, though, we said G2, they're very, very strong on the CT side, especially when they get the double all set up.
I mean, to go back to that, just to give a really good indication of that, they gave up 1 round to Luminosity, a team that we often talk about being very T-oriented, and yeah, I mean, that says it in its own, but that also comes from winning a pistol, and they've got to do that exactly right now. They did win the first one, and they were successful on cash with all but one of them. That's half of them, I guess, if you want to get technical. But it is a chance for Virtus.Pro to try and get a bed of rounds built up toward 12 as they look toward the inner bomb site.
Oh, they have got 2 smokes, and we're having control of the upper platforms right now. But CT's not being put under any particular pressure as of yet. Looking at VP, will trying to find the first pick. And they could go to an outside XQ here. They've pushed the CT vision away from the inside bomb site. It means they can't really rotate too easily. And here comes the execution from VP. Well, the smokes will be going towards outside.
Through the now open, forcefully open windows. Did you know that she came in through the bathroom window? RPK gonna push through the smoke. I know you're a Beatles fan. Good shot as he catches Taz jumping out from Pop Dog. 2 players to follow in his footsteps, though, one of which is Pasha. And Neo's gonna fall as well. Everyone down on that approach. It's up to Bialy to try and make this happen from the A main connector as he gets in toward the alley at quad. And dropped by Shocks, who catches him trying to retreat.
This is the nightmare situation for VP after having such a successful first half, considering the storyline of the first. They are going to lose the CT pistol and pretty clean fight. Snacks, the last player to push through Pop Dog smoke, and he does get punished. Not a single frag found for VP there. Quite an elaborate strategy. That's why I said sometimes the simple ones can be the best on the T side, especially if you're just trying to get the bomb down there. And they didn't do that, so you'd assume a force spike coming in the second. And we'll see what they decide to do. Here it comes, yeah. So Tech9 smokes. And a couple of P250s. They get 3 of them, in fact. Actually, more P250s than there are Tech9. That suggests they just want to actually get some utility to go with the upgraded pistols. No head armor on 4 of them, though. So it means these MP9s and MP7s actually become a lot more effective. So when he's pushed towards main, that's something he does quite a lot. With that first kill, Snack's waiting for him, though. Yeah, I think he's going to spot the bomb. There it is. Now,
yeah, that's easily done. Thank you very much for the gift. Thank you very much for the $600 with my sewing machine. See, people can make money with sewing machines, Henry. A Scream is going to take down Bialy. Passion now with just the Tech9. Spots 1, but unfortunately going for the reload. Does still manage to tap away and catch Scream. Neo is going to try and converge together onto this position to get the bomb back, so he's at least get a plant out of this, but there's 2 players about to face. Smith's still alive. He may go... Oh, that's poor time. I'm going to say he may go down, but not at all, as he gets pulling up the Shocks to help. Low HP. On to 2, but no kills on those 2, as it goes 9-8. Now, Henry.
Indeed, and they didn't get the bomb down in either of those rounds as well, so the money's going to be a little bit desperate for themselves. They get 2,400 going into the next round, so still all have AKs. Will anyone be able to afford an AWP? I think Passion just about. Depends if he gets a kill this round. And he does a smoke, so that actually gets rid of that possibility. We'll see what happens. It's going to be 5 Glocks, of course, 1 smoke. I assume that smoke's going to go down the lower ramp, and they're just literally going to try and plant the bomb. That's all they're going to be aiming for this round. Probably can't win it. But let's give it a go.
That's going to be a silent, but potentially deadly push. That's not Body. Come on, Body.
I don't think that nade would have hit regardless. But
No, but, you know, it's fun to make fun of people when we get the chance, Henry. I just don't like to be picked on. So I'm a bully in turn. Body's going to wait. He does have good positioning. That's easily done. Thank you very, very much. Oh, whatever. Swap to the pistol. Go for the ace. He's got it. He's got all 5. Can make fun of him all I like, Henry, but when he does that and has 3 HP left, it doesn't matter.
It's true, and that denies the bomb plant and any kills for VP as well, so definitely no AWP this time. It's going to be 5 rifles. It's not a huge problem considering VP and their tactical depth on this map. They definitely are known for having a wide range of different approaches they can bring to the table. Be very fast, very aggressive, and can be very methodical with set pieces as well. We'll see what they can't decide to go in with this one. You can see Body keeping the MP9, Smith on the AWP, so you see looking to build and swell the bank accounts here. Round number 19.
Okay. Galley and Taz. Look toward the Ivy position, and Neo's going to fire through smoke and try and catch Body at the bottom of the ramp. But no one there. Now the windows will be blown out. Potential for execution. You do that default every single round. There's a possibility so that there is no tell when you do so.
Wow,
If you are going to execute through it.
It's a weird peek by Shops. It gives his kill away for free, pretty much. And let's see whether the VP can capitalise here. At this point, just waiting for the reactions to the CT, see if they'll give you anything else to work with. And here it comes. Body's going to be pushing up towards the upper ramp. And looking to recover the FAMAS, perhaps, which he probably will by those things. I need to gain some information there as well. That's a decent incendiary as well to hold them off.
Yeah, very well timed. Down to 38 seconds. We held out of the sight through that, but since Scream again able to kills. Good flash in from the alley though. RPK forced to turn away, and now it's Smith that has to come back over and take this position back. Hugging the left wall, but they're not looking. He's able to pick up 1. Now Taz is in a hurting position. He does get around the corner at Hell. That's going to limit him away from Smith, and he can turn his attention and try and isolate the 2 remaining players. We had a drop, and I'm pretty sure that was a live drop. Oh no, we didn't. RPK's still there. How did I not see that? These TVs, they're so big. I thought RPK left the server, but it was still 2 alive.
It's a completely redundant.
Not redundant, redundant.
No, it's fine. Anyway, it's going to be 10-9. G2 find the first gun round as well, 4-0. And no plant for VP once again, so they're going to be struggling here a little bit. It was Taz on the 2 versus 1. Just didn't have any time. Had to keep facing him, trying to find a frag down. G2 played it pretty cleverly. As we go into round number 20, it's going to be PT50. Smokes could be a set piece here. Once again, trying to get a plant down to 44. We just on the T side, Scream facing with Smiths there. They managed to earn the first shot. So Smiths will be clearing up here. That's the bomb spotted. And over at this point, CD's going to start rotating in and the arms. There it is. 4 kills. Just Snacks now cowering the corner, hoping no one comes and destroys his dreams as well. But, you know, sometimes dreams are there to be crushed.
Screams are there to be crushed. He's got 5 HP. He's just begging for it. As Snacks is just going to wait this out. A minute to go. He'll try and find something toward the end. Push me. I dare you. I want your gun. But I shall not oblige.
Is that a conversation you're having with yourself? 2 characters at once?
Yeah, I really want to go to the Globe Theater. I should have gone last night. Taming of the Shrews on. It's not a bad one. It's all right.
79 HP. Come on, Snacks.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get hungry.
11-9. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second map of a best of 3. G2 battered Virtus.Pro on the first map. 16-4 with a 41 start. And it's not been a great season for VP. A couple of reasonable lands here and there, but overall, the last 6 months have been pretty bleak.
I think the major was their most successful performance. I mean, they only get to the quarterfinals, but that was the scariest form I think they've been in, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. But we're talking about them as a team or their high standards.
Yeah, no.
The team has won a major before, right?
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Anyway, 11-9, and that's like aggressive play from GT. That's going to be the kill going for the body. I didn't think he had the advantage there. Backed up with the AWP as well. That could have been very nice indeed had they found that second shot, but they're only going to find one. And now it's going to be VP on the chase. Still from the CT. Scream loves getting in that main entrance. Seems to make it work time and time again. Smith goes down to 15 HP, but still such a huge advantage here. Surely the CTs don't have to play here. They can just fall back and then let the terrorists make the next move, but still want a piece of the action right now.
So fine from Bialy. Flash that's outward though. And we've got one on either side. Good counter peek from RPK. Down to just Neo and Snacks.
Yeah, this round's over, I'm afraid, Matt. There's going to be 1 minute remaining. He's trying to dent the economy if they can. It's a good screen. Coming to life now, G2, after a pretty quiet first half. Going to be finding the shots all over the place. And 12-9 comes in. I assume that's going to be an eco here for VP now as well. So it's going to be 13-9. Money's actually okay. It's reasonable. Definitely can force into this one. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Going to be getting AKs across the board. And they'll probably do a set piece at this point. The default isn't really working out for them. They're getting pushed all over the place and getting locked down. One get over towards Snacks. So let's see if they do just do semi-default to start, hold up for any initial aggression, then wall of smokes outside. We'll see whether that works out for them.
Body. Inside that B site once more is just going to hold things off. Again, he's known to be the anchor. He's been successful. Trucks facing out. Does line up one. Nearly gets a double. It's Smiths, though, that'll find the other. Oh, he was lined up inside that smoke, but didn't have the information. Doesn't matter. He'll find Pasha regardless when they get closer. The screen finds Bialy. There's only one kill in all of that goes the way of Virtus.Pro on the entry. And we are now at 13 for G2. This is just a battering.
It is.
The artillery is landing in force. Don't ask me to justify what I'm doing right now. I don't know.
13-9. And what can you say for G2's, VP's buy this time? It's going to be just Tech9's PT50s. I'm looking like they'll be just maybe rushing inside. They've got 4 players towards that area. Could just try and get for that timing factor. See if they can catch a CT with a grenade out potentially, but the body's going to be towards that upper ramp. Looking to get the first kill. Ends up one. Doesn't manage to get a block on the first.
There is this small tell. Okay, good counter pick by Bialy. There's a small tell that when Body plays that corner, it's because they've doubled up this site. So they can get a read onto that. And Shox has an AWP in a close angle, so Body going down could actually really hurt them to allow a bomb plant, but great shot from Shox up close. As he goes for the 5-7, goes for the duel as well, but gets taken out in the end by Neo. Thankfully, Scream gets here in time, though. That'll deny a plant, at least at B. They could rotate this back to A, though. Look at the HP. I mean, even just confronting Smiths at this point is going to be a hard task. Yeah. Not to take anything away from Smiths, but just one player could do it all.
The plants is pretty much the main goal here. Boost the economy going to next. This isn't an impossible situation, but it's going to be close to it. 3-on-2, low HP, very low HP indeed. And here comes the pins.
This is such an awkward post plant as well. Neo's got information, but the position right now from Bialy is very, if timing doesn't work out or goes right for G2, if they push in from both sides, he's going to have such a hard task. It works out, though. However, it is a one and done, and they've already found Neo beforehand. It is going to be a defuse and a 14th round for G2.
Indeed. Oh, that's 49. And G2 they're going to get to touching distance now of series points. VP were getting that bomb down. I've got tons of cash going to this round. You see one whole purchase. Bialy could get the second. Oh, actually, it's Snacks that does it. So here we go then. The last ditch attempt to stay alive. I feel like this gets to series points and might be over that point. Let's see what G2 decide to do. Whether they'll go for something a little bit more aggressive, go for that first kill again. And this could be the fastest strat.
Nice shot through down. A main from Smiths, who's got Snacks out of the equation already. RPK looking to face out toward Ivy as well, but he's been quite disciplined. We talk about RPK in this position. He's very, very good. He's also wielding one of my favorite AKs. The Aquamarine.
I don't like it.
Or Point Disarray, sorry, there's Point Disarray. I do like the Aquamarine as well, though. And I like the frontside Misty.
I just like the fade. Oh no, not the fade, what's it called? The one with the oil stain on it.
I know the one you, the Hardline?
Possibly.
I can't remember what it's called either, but I know the one you mean.
Here we go then, 5-on-4 still for G2. And it's going to be Smiths to that first kill. And we'll see what Virtus.Pro can bring it to the table.
Case hardened.
Case hardened, that's the one. That's actually, I just want to use as well. I should know that. But I renamed it.
Of course. What'd you name it?
Can't say, man.
Oh, fair enough. Neo, ooh, that's aggressive. The AWP hangs out. So, whoa! So far, Smiths can't hit it. That's brilliant from Neo.
Finally, something to work with here. Shox trying to rectify the situation, getting aggressive towards these smokes. Push through, and surely not. Bialy getting the kill on towards Scream. And all of a sudden, that kill, the chance, no scope through the wall, is going to be working out for VP here. It's now going to be a 3-on-2. And it's still undecided yet as to who's going to win this round.
Such an impressive position, and now Shox is going to try and compensate for this. Down to the 2 versus 2 as Body finds one more, and then a better shot from Shox. No bomb plant despite this, and there's 10 seconds to go. They're going to get caught. You would think when the floodgates opened on the round, there might be a chance, but G2 just absolutely controlling the situation. Scream now back up to 20 kills. He had a slow start in this game, but it is still Smiths that leads the way.
Yeah, well, I said going into this one, Matt, like Smiths had a quiet game and quiet series tonight, and it seems like Train is the map he is going to step up massively here. 59, and Virtus.Pro up against the ropes. 4 AKs and 1 Tech-9 for Snacks. They have got utility to work with as well, but it seems like nothing has worked for them in the stereo start. Let's go to the inside rush for the looks of things. Going to be Body pushing through. He gets taken down to Taz, finding that first headshot. Now it's going to be them deciding whether they're going to go into this one. Shox ready towards that platform, doesn't pull the trigger just yet. Smoke going to be protecting the terrorists as they drop into the inside side. Calm down.
Calm down. Better still. Smiths hits Taz. This is done. Well, Pash is making it a bit interesting. Does sneak up the lower sidewalk, but Scream catching him off guard again means that it's on Snacks for this flank, and RPK has got his number. Bialy versus 3 to try and save things, but it's not a single round. 9-6 at halftime, and Virtus.Pro may not even get anything on this half.
I know where he is now as well. It's going to be Bialy, the last player alive. The bomb is down on the site. He is out of position and rapidly running out of time as he makes his way down towards lower ramp. Some utility usage, but that's all it's going to be. Final kill comes in from Smiths, and he finishes on 27 kills and 13 deaths. It's 69, so they get to 9 rounds in the first half map, but they're unable to find a single round in the second.
Yeah, I mean, that is shocking, and it's the same story again. That CT side from G2 is so good on this map. Luminosity saw it firsthand as well, and credit to them for breaking it in the final when the time came. Yanko, you join us. You watched it. It looked like Virtus.Pro was rolling again for a while.
Definitely got off to a bad start, being 5-0 down in the first half, but then managed to string 9 rounds in a row, with G2 only winning the last round to make it 9-6. And I actually expected this to now be VP's map, because we know them for their strong T sides, right? And they had an amazing first half on the CT side. Just show him, please. Like, look at that! Look at that! Beauty of a
buggering around with that comb all day.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Keep going. You were making a point.
But then when they switched side, like G2 just had the CT side on lockdown as well, winning pistol, and then managing to get a good bank with their now trademark MP9 SMG buys. Yep. Yeah. So, you know, after the first gun round, even they all had more than 5-6K in the bank.
Body got an ace with an MP9.
Yeah.
2 of them were pistol kills, but still, I mean, that guy made like as much as most players make in 3 rounds in 1.
Yeah.
Overpaid. G2's salary in that round was
Great
nuts.
jokes, of course. He's got them all. He's
got
the hair, he's got the jokes.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's like insane that he gets that much in 1 round. And then that set him up for the entire half, essentially. I mean, they never really get challenged, to be fair, but...
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. When you look at it, I mean, in both halves, most of the rounds ended up by elimination, meaning we didn't see a lot of after-plan situations, so both teams were pretty strong in their defense, generally speaking. But yeah, I expected more from VP on their T side, even when they were... But the problem is, whenever they were going for their executes, whatever they decided to go for, they would lose too many people before they could get into either to the bomb side, or even if they like planned the bomb, it's still basically an unwinnable situation for them. So
seems like Scream as well. He's been very aggressive towards the outside area on main entrance, especially. Seems like he's more than happy to get into the actual main room and actually push in all the way to T-spawn every time and challenge players. And people know he's going to do it. He's winning the aim duels time and time again, which is obviously very beneficial for his teammates, but still a ton of information. Even if he doesn't find anyone there, that's a lot of intel. So it's quite cool to see him do it time and time again and staying alive as well.
Yeah, I mean, the two of them, Screaming Shocks, were amazing all night. It was good to see Smith step up in this last map. It
he
seems
was
like
the top performer.
Yeah, and it seems like he has a couple of maps where when he's comfortable and is confident in moving around a lot more and being dynamic, he's much better off. Dust 2.
Dust 2
Train. Yeah, and I would even throw. There's a third map. What is it?
Inferno.
Inferno.
I
yeah,
think
maybe.
He's also okay on Inferno.
Yeah, on Arch side, he actually does find the frags. He's got nice passive holds. He starts off at the corner, then falls back towards the library area. He's decent on Inferno. So I think that's his top 3.
Yeah.
Cash, for me, wasn't great on him. I thought he was pretty poor.
No, he's very stale on Cash, to be fair, in my opinion as well. No, yeah, I would say those are probably the 3. Dust 2 for sure. Dust 2 is his playground in a lot of ways. I think he's actually as good as almost anyone on Dust 2. I won't put him on Guardian's level yet, but he's very good. And I have to say, all of these things and all these factors at one time goes to show how much talent there is on this G2 roster. So 4-0 tonight against 2 very, very well-known and well-established teams in the Counter-Strike scene is very impressive. And I'm sure that they're in a great position right now in this league. They have to be at that point. I mean, Fnatic, we talked about it. They sit 2-3, now 2-4, if I'm not mistaken, after tonight. So that's pretty ridiculous when you think about it as well.
Definitely, and G2 showed in both games against Fnatic, they had to come back on both maps. They were down 13-8 both times, managed to win both times. And against VP, it was, I mean, more comfortable for them, especially in the first map. Here, you would think that VP maybe, you know, they managed to reset their focus after that first map, had a strong first half, but just couldn't make it happen, couldn't break through in the second half.
I just got an update in my ear as well. To clarify, these 2 wins tonight actually bring G2 back to 3-3, which basically their season salvaged this evening. And now they are going to be in a good position to actually make it into the playoff positions. That's remarkable, and it just goes to follow up that the confidence is rolling after. I mean, at the top of the night, that's one of the things we mentioned. Where's the reset going to be?
They look like a different team now. This is not the G2 we were used to seeing like even 1 month ago. We've never seen them play like this ever, I would say. Since they've been G2 at least, they've never had this level of performance.
The only time I saw glimpses of play like this is when they actually played the qualifiers for ECS and when they played the first leg of the league itself. They were really good on Dust 2 and on Train. That's why heading into Malmo, because